Welcome back to the Rico Effect. I haven't been on for a minute, man, but I actually been doing, kind of working on. I've been, man, so busy with Claude building some apps for my producing community because of course, I produce music as well. So I've been using Claude building a whole lot of apps, man. But tonight, I'm actually I jumped on because there was some new mods that I want to install, and I had a lot of updates on the old mods that I had. Well, they're not old, but the versions are old, so I needed to update. So I just figured that while I'm doing some updates, and you guys kind of can tag along, kind of you can see what I'm doing and see what my method is, and see how I do my updates. Now, this is not the end all to be all. Hey, I'm just one gamer. I'm pretty sure the other people may do something different, but I'm just kind of let you tag along to see how I update. I typically update uh, one feature at a time, so I can make sure I put it in the right place to where it was previously. And if I don't know the category right offhand, I actually go and look where it is, where it's sitting in my mod order before I update it, so that when I update it, I go ahead and put it back where it was for so I don't have as many issues. But I did install some new mods like Red Grave, useful morgues, useful Briggs, unlethal frameworks or whatever. I did install this new plunder, ship crew assignments. I am installing solar bays because I found that when I like fixing up houses. Remember, Starfield is a sandbox, right? Because I see people say, "Oh, I ain't been on Starfield in a while. You still playing that game?" Like Starfield is a sandbox. Literally, it doesn't. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but as of right now, it's not connected to the net, so you're not. That's not a multiplayer. So you literally build Starfield how you want to play Starfield. It doesn't matter about another player. It's based on your world. You're the god. When you in your own version of Starfield. So everybody play a little different. Me, I'm slowly moving into shipbuilding, but I know I am gonna install a couple some ship mods because when I do want to upgrade my ships, I'm finding that I don't have some of the engines that I want or whatever, and I'll probably just do some like automatic upgrades or upgrades I can kind of sift through. I'm not actually building yet, so I'm taking slow steps. But for me, that's kind of how I play Starfield. I'm more in the quest. I'm more in the looting, and I like fixing up residences. That's my thing. So, and again, if you happen to tap onto this video and you're like, "Oh man, I don't play. I want in the shipbuilding." Well, man, it's cool, man. Appreciate you. I ain't gonna. It's cool. That's not my thing. I'm into. I like to decorate houses and stuff like that. And but I said all that to say everybody plays all people that are fans of Starfield, we all play Starfield differently. Now, I know there's gonna be a new Fallout, and I haven't played. I played Fallout a little bit, but I heard that Fallout 5 is coming. I don't know how true that is, but I am gonna get Fallout 5. But because I am a fan of Bethesda, I like how they do stuff, especially if you're gonna have mods. I like the sandbox approach. So again, don't complain about Starfield because you have God status in how you want to play Starfield. There are so many mods in Starfield, you can literally build it how you want to. So I just want to get that out of the way because I know I have some people that kind of look on, and so you can kind of follow me around and see what I'm doing and how I do my mod. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of work. I chime in here and there, but to kind of make some sense of what I'm doing. So just like this is a solar, I saw this today. I wanna plug that in, and now I'm trying out something that's kind of a little different because I think if you saw my mod order video, I said I try to keep my mods on the 13, but I'm gonna push the buck today. Because some of the mods I want to install, I'm probably going to be around 15 gigs. So I don't know if it's gonna work, you know. So I'm gonna try to see if I can rewrite my own rule because I said I want to try to install mods that are less than 13 gigs. But today I'm going up to 15. So based on a couple updates, let's see what happens. But yeah, so we're going to homes and we are going to put this in its place. This may be a little boring because I'm not playing anything. This is just really, I'm putting mods in place and I'm updating. That's it. So I won't be playing. And what I'm doing, I'm reordering the order of that particular mod. Okay. So we go into homes, so we're gonna take this all the way up to homes. So that's actually what we're doing. Because remember what I said in the mod order video? The first two tags typically, oh, my batteries are low, so I'm gonna have to change this controller. So give me a sec. The first two tags that tell you, typically the first tag is the order I'm gonna put it in. All those are solar decor. It is gonna go in the house, so I'm gonna put it in the housing section. So a lot of these mods are load order neutral, so meaning that you can put it anywhere. But so I'm kind of OCD. I kind of want to have a little order, so I'm gonna put it in my homes based on the first tag. And there was no instruction that said I had to place it there, but just so I can kind of keep up what's going on. And I went too far up. All right. And then typically when I put it in order that I want it, if you're on Xbox, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and save it, and I go to my next one. All right, so the veil, no, that's good. I did put in the crate, that's good. I did all those. Vigilance. That's gonna be an apparel. So I don't know exactly where I have it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look at the logo of my apparel for a particular mod and make sure I put it back in the right place. Because typically what you're trying to do is when you putting your mods in order, I gave you a mod order 1 through 9, but I tried to put them back in the same place, the same category, so I didn't have any crashes. My last build that I just was playing on, I was still gonna start a new game. So I am gonna start a new game. And I had one of my viewers, because I'm putting content for you guys. I'm not going to, because I'm doing a whole playthrough from the beginning. I'm not gonna post videos, shorts for things that I already posted before, but I will, like from Red Grave, I'll post some stuff from Red Grave. Whoa, wait a minute. So where's my mod at? Did it keep it? Oh, it kept vigilance in place. All right, so it did keep vigilance in place, but that's an issue because it's supposed to be at the bottom of my mods. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out. Okay, I'll take that back. Man, I just had a brain fart. I get those. If you had a brain fart, man, put it in the comments. Hey, man, sometimes I get brain farts too, bro. I forgot, man. I'm just trying to see where it is. I'm like, man, why is it still in place? It went to the bottom because, duh, I hadn't actually updated it yet. All right, let's go back. Hey, I'm almost 60, so you guys got to give me a break, man. Cut me a little slack. All right, so where did I have vigilance at? Okay, so I had, oh, okay. All right, so I had above Milky Way Vixen. So, all right, so I'm going to update it. This is a big mod. So if you haven't had this mod or gotten download this mod, it's worth every penny. It is a paid mod, but it's a huge mod. It takes forever to get through this mod. But the update is giving us some new suits, as you can see here, right? We get some unique armors, 1.2, some new modifications on the weapons, some new anomalies, right? I love this suit. So you see me play. I typically play in my vigilant suit. But the mod it's a huge freaking mod. This is probably my favorite suit that I play in. But when I'm actually doing my killer mission matches with the Dusty settlement, I use that suit when I'm doing all my killer bounty hunters and stuff like that. But I love this mod. You got to get this mod. If you don't get it, it's a huge mod. It takes forever to get through it at all. Not at all. The only thing I hate about when I install new mods is I'm probably gonna have to play another 20 hours just to get where I was because I became a UC native, a college. I got my citizenship. So the thing is that citizenship run to get your citizenship, so you can get homes on New Atlantis. Man, that quest in itself, man, it's a long quest, right? But at the end of the day, when they come out with new mods, that's why I say this is a sandbox. You're gonna start over again, but I'm not gonna put you guys through it to where I'm gonna kind of post up the same shorts from the same other videos. I'm only gonna do new stuff. So, and to my guy that shout out, he say, "Man, you're doing the same crap every month." Yeah, I said crap, but he said something else. But you are right, sir. You correct. Because I was, just trying to share some stuff, man. But I am not gonna share videos from scenes and playthroughs that I've done before. It's all gonna be new stuff. So I am gonna do Red Grave though, because it's a new mod. Let me see here. Vigilance is above Milky Vixens, simply because it's a peril. It is a quest, but it's a peril. That's kind of why I put it at above a perils. That's why I had it at. And I'm gonna leave it there because I didn't get no errors, I didn't get no crashes. So, hey, we ain't gonna rock the boat, baby. We're not gonna rock the boat. We're gonna keep it where it is. All right. Kind of procrastinating on that update. I wanted it, man, but I didn't want to have to start over. But when I saw some useful brig, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get this done. Okay. Okay. So I had to install the Horizon. No, okay. All right, cool. All right, so I did update all of these. All right, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to update it. Now this is stuff that I still haven't updated as of yet, so we've been updated that. The abandoned nanofab facility, I love this because you can actually, man, when you set up your outpost, you can set up an outpost. And say, for instance, I'm just using an example. If you do aluminium, aluminum, if there's an order that comes through that says, oh, you know, aluminum is you know, $500 per. You can go set up once you set it up, man. This side you can get rich quick with this abandoned nanofab facility. Now, aluminium is not $500. Vitanium is very expensive. I can't remember the other two are substances that are very expensive. But when you get in, when you set it up, this is a mod that's worth to have as well. I do like building outposts. That's one of the other things that I like to do. I do like to build outposts. And when you complete the Terran Armada, you're gonna get an X-Tech. I like that as well because when you complete the Terran Armada mod, when you create the X-Tech extractors, they're coming for you. The Terran robots, man, they're coming. They coming to your base. So it's automatic. It's always an automatic firefight. You know. So I always turn up my on my settings. I want firefights. I want extreme damage, man. I want chaos. You know. That's kind of how I play. But you play how you want to play, or whatever. But so let's. Now this is gonna be like it says load order neutral. But this is outpost. I'm going to put this at outpost. Okay? It does say load order neutral, homes, load order neutral, but I'm going to put it as outpost. And I want to say, make sure you like and subscribe, man. I appreciate y'all checking me out. I don't know who my followers are, but I know I've been growing a couple here and there. And I'm trying to get to 1,000, you know, but I got a long ways to go. But at the end of the day, those of you that are watching, I appreciate you. I love this game now. When GTA 6 drop, hey man, I don't need don't send me no hate mail. I'm gonna be on GTA 6. You know, but that I'm gonna say that for another video. But I do love right now. I'm not even playing GTA 5 anymore. I will log in because I'm a GTA Plus member or whatever, but I'm not playing GTA 5. I mean, November, GTA 6, so I'm not going to play anymore. I'll probably just log in and just collect my money or whatever. So, but yeah, I'm not playing GTA 5 anymore until 6 drops. And then I'll jump back on that. I'm all Starfield, man, until then. Yeah, we're going to make it pop. All right, so we're going to go to Outpost. I'm gonna drop this in the outpost. And the great thing about this, man, you can put this on your ship. You can put the nanofab storage on your ship. And so you can easily, if you need some resources, man, that you don't have, you can kind of pull it from there as well. But I like you can put it on the ship as well. I'm really, man, exploring this thing, man. That's kind of like what I like, man. I like exploring. I ain't even gonna lie. Did I pass the outpost? I think I did. But I'm to the homes. Yeah. All right. And again, you're gonna hear me say, this is a sandbox. You build Starfield the way you want to build it. There's no right or wrong way. Everybody play how they want to play. All right, Fleet Commander. Ooh, followers. So I don't know why I have that. So let's see where I got Fleet Commander's place. I know it says followers, but I'm probably going to put it in ships, but I don't know where I got it. Let's see where I got it. I'm going to put it back because I know I don't have no crashes from that. And the reason I'm doing this, so somebody that's new, you can kind of see how I'm doing my updates, because sometimes you can do your updates and you can move them around and you start crashing. If you find that you haven't had any crashes you know, with what you've already installed, I would put everything back the way exactly where it was to minimize your crash sources. Because you will crash. You will crash. This is a sandbox. Hey, crashing and rebuilding is a part of it. So don't get discouraged. We all go through that. Ooh. All right, so I need to see where Fleet Commander is. I'm thinking it's gonna be in my gameplay. Ships is not in ships. I probably want to put it with my ships. Nope, it's not in my ships. Okay. So it's probably gonna be in gameplay. Right there. Yep, it is in my gameplay. All right, so it's in gameplay tweaks. So now when I go back, I'm gonna update it. I'm gonna put it right back where it was in gameplay tweaks. All right, let's see here. Fleet Commander. All right. Factions and encounters. That's apparel. I know that I have a set of them together, but there's a certain way they have to be put. Factions and encounters, because you will crash. So let's look. I know it's let's see here. There we go. Factions and encounters expanded. All right, factions and encounters expanded. It is right below Forgotten Frontiers. POI expansion. All right, so it's a pretty big update. All right. So this update, man, give you like 9 factions. It's worth getting. It's a paid update, and you want to get it. It does make the game a lot more fun because it add other factions in there. And again, the vanilla game, the vanilla Starfield vanilla, I mean, after probably 30 hours, you're not gonna want to play it again. But people I see that are saying, oh, you know, it's boring. Like, bro, you don't know how to install your Mars. You need to install Mars because the game becomes a whole nother beast. This is a beast. This probably right now. I know Eva online. is probably the #1 space game right now, but you gotta have a PC, man, to really play. I do have Eva because I do play on PC too. But if you don't have a PC, whoa, I installed the updates. Oh, wait a minute. But if you don't have a PC uh, that's optimized, they got the GPU and CPU for it. This is probably, Starfield is the next best thing if you got Xbox Series X or PS5. All right, so I went to Faction and Expanded. And it didn't move, so that's a problem. And I did update. So that means, because sometimes when you do your updates, okay, and you find that some of your, because typically when you update, it's supposed to appear at the bottom of your load order. If it does not, that's a problem. It's going to cause you to crash. So let me see where I can find what I just installed, and I'm gonna probably have to go ahead and save it, go out, save it again, and I'm gonna show you how to do that here. Give me 1 second. I don't see it here. Okay, it's supposed to be here at the bottom, so it's not. That's a problem. So which means it's probably still in place. And that's a problem as well. Because what happens when I found that some mods, when I update, and they don't fall to the bottom, but they stay in place, it's gonna deactivate some of your mods. So I need to find that mod, and we're gonna have to come out and go back in. But I gotta find the mod first, see what's going on. All right, so um, see, there it is right there, but I just updated it. So that's not good. So what we're gonna have to do is I'm gonna save that load order, and then we're gonna go out. I'm gonna have to go out, and I'm gonna have to come back in. Now it's gonna make a noise that lets you know that when it makes that noise, you need to hit your Xbox or your PlayStation sign, and you need to go back to. You need to end the game and go back to the original home screen. What happened is when you look at the right side of this planet, it's gonna get dark, and now when it start lighting up again, to the right side where you say the left side we say is continue new load your loading screen, it's gonna gray out that lets you know it's getting ready to reset. Now, if you look to the left where it says continue new load, you see it grayed out. It's about to play that ominous sound, and then you got to go back to your home screen. You're gonna hit your PlayStation. You're gonna hit your Xbox button. I'm on Xbox. If you're on PlayStation, you hit your PlayStation button, and you're gonna end the game, and you're gonna start back from the beginning. If you don't, you're gonna crash. See how it's grayed out to the left? You're looking to the left of my screen. See how Creations is grayed out? It's about to play that ominous. All right. I hit my Xbox button. I come back down to Starfield, and it's gonna be your hamburger sign on your Xbox. I'm gonna click that, and I'm gonna hit quit. And it's gonna, I'm coming back in. If you do not do that on your creations, you're gonna crash. And when I first started, I was crashing my behind off because I didn't know that was supposed to do that, perform that function, that formula, or that process. So now when we log back in, when it comes back up, we have a fresh start. And although this is gonna be a new game, I'm not finna start a new game yet. I'm gonna hit start, and now I can't go back to continue. You don't ever do continue. You don't ever do load because you can go back and you can try to load your game, but when you start loading certain mods, they're gonna break. To be honest with you, you know, if you're putting in a gun, if you're putting in one outfit, but when you start loading in planets and UI changes, environmental changes, you want to go ahead and start a new game. We are doing a new game, but we're not going to do it right now. We're going to go back to creations where we just came from. That's where we're going. All right, so what I do is I kind of set my controller down. You don't try to click in, because typically if you try to click in right now, it's not going to load up fully. There are going to be some screens missing, like photos or audio or weapons. So typically when I come to creations, I just kind of set my controller down. I don't touch no buttons. Where it says we're loading at the top, I let it finish doing what it's doing. Because if you start clicking in now, some stuff is not going to load correctly and you're gonna be missing some items. So, just a couple tips, tricks. I'm pretty sure PlayStation you're gonna have some issues on that as well. We had issues on Xbox, so you know just a little quirks, man, to it. So now everything is loaded. So when I come down, if we good, you're gonna see. All right, you get down this far, everything. You see audio, you see body. So all right, you see cheats. So typically, if it didn't load correctly, you won't get to the cheats. So I'm gonna go back to my library. Not yet. I'm doing bookmark. I'm still on those. All right. My spaceship expansions. Community expansion. So I need to see where that is. Right. So I know it's down to my ships. But I need to see what location it is. I don't know what order I have it. And again, man, I appreciate y'all for checking me out. I know it's boring, but if you're trying to do load orders, you're modding, you're doing load orders, this is really going to help you. You can kind of see me real time. As boring as it is. All right, let's get down to ships. My ships is closer to my bottom load order. Yeah. And if you want to go ahead and take a screenshot right now of the trade wars, because that's the order that you need to put it in, I'm going to leave it here, man, for 10 seconds. So you go and take a screenshot of it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All right, so that's going to be the order of your trade wars. So just take a screenshot of that. And if you're going to do trade wars, I love that. It adds more excitement to the game. They're coming for you. They ain't going to try to kill you. But I love that. All right, so let's get back to. Man, I had another brain fart. What are we doing? Oh, okay. We are trying to find. We're going to ship mods. Community expansion. All right. So community spaceship expansion is first. Community spaceship expansion buyable ships has to be under community spaceship expansions. And if you look up to the right of my screen, it gives you 428. It adds 428 ships. There's 46 unique ships, but it gives you 428. So if you have the mod Massive Fleet 200, that'll get you 200 ships. Now, although it adds 428 ships, my maximum ship that count is 200 with that mod Massive Fleet, which is 200. So you want to add that, you know. So this is why I'm not building ships, because there's so many ships to glean from, and I can always update the ship. But back to community spaceship expansion, so I know it's under auto loot ship debris. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna update. All right. Oh, see, it done did it again. Oh boy. All right. Now the problem we may have when we create a new game, it may crash. I'm gonna have to come back to creation because it may fall to the bottom, and that's kind of a couple of errors that's been going on. All right, so community spaceship. So let's look for the other version of that. Community spaceship. I just put it in community. It's gonna bring up everything that says community. And we're looking for the Bible. That's the one we're looking for. Oh. Whoa. Okay, so I just need to update the spaceship expansion. So the Bible was good. The Bible ships were good. Okay. All right. Let's go back to bookmark. Buildable walls and doors. Homes. I haven't had that installed before, so. Found out when I was kind of updating some of my houses, man, I needed some walls and I didn't install it. Because the earlier versions, man, we had some issues with it, but we're going to see what's popping right now. And again, I apologize for being so boring, but this is when you're doing uh, installing mods and updating mods. This is real life. It's what it is. You gotta take some time to update and install, so you have a good experience when you're playing. It's home, so we're gonna take and put this up in the home section. The higher that I put this, I mean, although I know I can put it at outpost, but my homes is a lot higher. The chance of crashing is going to be a lower percentage than is going to crash in the home section. So these are my homes. Yeah, okay. Saving that order. Okay. Battleship flip parts. Now this is going to go to ships, so your pieces will connect. I haven't installed this before. Oh, it depends on some files, so I may not be able to install it. So what is it depending on? Okay. Ah, I need battleship snaps. So I'm just going to put in battleship and hit enter, and it should give me snaps as well. Yep. Ooh, better piracy, gear back. Oh, yeah, we gonna add that too, my boy. Yeah, we gonna add that. All right, so battleship snaps. So we gonna download that as well. All right, so we gonna put this in the ships. Hey, when you install the mods, like it's like a kid in the candy store, man. So like I know I already plan to go to 15 gigs, but we might not get there, but I plan for the worst because there's still some other stuff that I need to update. These going to the ships section, so we should be good. Yeah, y'all see how excited I got, man, when I seen that. Like, oh, whoa, more money from Gal Bank? Yes, yes, sir. We finna do that. Like, there's a Gal Bank mod. Like, you go to one of the banks, and it has like, man, like 10 tables of nothing but gold, um, uh, currency. It take you forever, man, to put that stuff on. All right, here we go. Let's go back to my ship. Where my ship at? Yeah, this is my ship. Better ship snaps. We're gonna put that in place. Save it. Okay, and we're gonna come back. Battleship flips. We're gonna put that in. Oh, whoa, I'm still missing something. Shipbuilder categories. Okay. I see shipbuilder configurators. I don't see. Oh, shipbuilder categories. So now you say it says it must be paired with other mods that actually utilize the added category words. So now summary, I need to read the summary. This mod is pretty much what it says on the tin. but does nothing on its own. It adds a number of keywords that are then available for use in other mods. It also adds the keywords. So I'm looking, what I'm reading, I'm trying to see if it has to be in a certain order. Or now, you see the conflict? It'll conflict with other mods that do their own edits to the shipbuilder. So, but this mod is required for the other mods that we're doing, batter flips. So we're gonna put this at the top. And we're gonna put this below snaps, because I was able to load snaps without this, but I couldn't load flips without this particular mod. So we're gonna put it below snaps and then put flips below this. To make sure we don't have no crashes. All right. We're gonna put this below snaps. We're gonna put this below snaps, like that, save it. And now when we come back to flips, we should be able to load flips. Flips. Yep. And so that's why you gotta read, when I told you in my load order video I did, you gotta read that's probably the most boringest crap, but you gotta read the comments over to your right in the description and instructions to find out, because like when I first started modding, I wasn't reading that junk. I was just taking it and loading it anywhere. And man, every time I click to load the game, it'll just turn off. It'll just shut off. It was just shut off because I didn't know what the crap I was doing. Like a lot of you on PS5 and y'all like, y'all know what the crap y'all doing. So you need to watch somebody's video. Oh man, I'm not picking at you, man. It's all fun and love, man. But I'm like, man, what's going on? I started, man, hollering at Bethesda. Y'all made a piece of junk. Bruh, you need to read the instructions. Ain't no instructions. You got to find it on the video to find out what's going on. Like, yeah, that's kind of how it works. So, all right. So I did flips up on the categories, so we should be good there. All right. All right, so we're gonna go back. I ain't uploading all this stuff, but I need to go to my bookmark and get my bookmark stuff in. That's done. That's done. This is gonna be UI. Oh, that's done. I did that. I gotta update my ship, so which is gonna be It kind of corrected some ladder stuff in there. That's like that's my gameplay ship. Like I love that ship. Like I don't know. I'm gonna put my Briggs in there. I don't know if well, we'll see what's popping with it. But that's like my favorite ship, man. It's a big freaking ship. Holds a lot of people. Does a lot of things. Yeah, but that's the end of that. put this in the ships. Ship vendor framework. That's where I'm gonna put it at. All right. Okay. Ship vendor mod requires ship vendor framework. Okay. All right. So I like this ship. Cause really, man, I'm only gonna use a couple ships in the game. The only problem is on for Xbox and on PC, a lot of the creations that they say is available, we don't have on Xbox. But obviously, if you play on PC, you got a lot more creations that's not available here. That's the only thing, but it's cool. I do play on PC, but I play Starfield on here. Ships. I'm gonna put that there. Let me see, did I get a... I did on my Dark Star. Oh, this is environmental. So 2 new aid items. So you got an evil boost. That's a new medication against extreme temperature. And that's Reagan tape. So basically you can tape up your suit. So if you start getting some radiation, so you know you get on certain planets, if you don't have the right suit on, you can tape it up and everything will be good. So this is environmental, so I'm gonna put this, and I'll put this in environmental, way at the top. And it's so much easier with the load order tags when you're doing this. So you can kind of look at your screen and see where things go. Man, you're literally gonna pull your hat out because you won't know where your load order or your category begins. We just kind of had to memorize when we first started because, you know, we didn't have the load order tags. Now the load order tags, you can kind of do your installing mods and updating your mods. Because anytime you update your mod, it's gonna fall down here to the bottom. So I know it's environmental, so we're going all the way up to environmental. And if you find that if you're crashing, because you maybe don't have it in the right category, put it in the second category. Because sometimes the developers, man, they put it in the wrong category. They may think it's one, but it's actually another. And if you try the second category and put it in the second category, a lot of times it may not crash. So, but hey, I'm just giving you my tips and tricks. Hey, I'm not the I'm not the end all be all, but I got a lot of hours on this game. Environmental, let's go to environmental. Environmental. Okay. Okay. And you know what? I got excited and I didn't do what I said I was going to do, did I? No, you didn't. I said I wanted that gal bank loot. And I'm finna get it. It slipped my mind for a second. There it is. Better ship technicians. This more increases the vendor credits of ship technicians by a lot from 72,000 to 1 point. Ooh. You might also be asking why I can't sell ships for much money in the first place to need that. That's where my mod. This mod increases how much money you make by selling stolen ships for any ships, really making them actually valuable. I am gonna get that. And we're gonna put that in ship mod. Okay, this is gonna be gameplay. Alright. Because I do steal ships and I want to sell them for more loot. And we still on the 13 gigs, so we're doing good. Just make sure you hit like and subscribe. I know you're bored. You probably went to sleep, man. All right, there we go. Should have 2 at the bottom, and we do. And we're gonna put this in the ships. Okay. We're gonna come down here. We're gonna put this at gameplay. Man, I'm putting in better. It's trying to make everything better. Ships by HST. I think I installed this before, man. I got a few crashes. Could just be my end. May not be nothing he did. I don't have to update that. Nope. Man, you got all kind of stuff up in here. I didn't get that because there's too much stuff. I do like to decorate, man, but there's a lot of, yeah, I ain't gonna get that. You gotta have some, you gotta have some resolve, man, when you're dealing with Zed's better piracy. Whoa. No, I don't need to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, so bookmark. What else we got? Dark store manufacturing. We did that. Contraband. This is gameplay. You can buy tags and sell your contraband at special kiosks located at the UC security office. That's gonna go to gameplay. That's an update. I already had that, but I need to update it. so. And some of you have been hanging in with me, man. Always now, man, I appreciate you. It is boring, but if you want to learn how to do some stuff, you know, this is the purpose of me doing this for you. Normally, I wouldn't do a live to do this, but like, you know what? Maybe somebody can get something from this. And we're gonna put this on. It's a ship, so we're gonna put this on the ships categories. Although I don't have a load order tag, this is for ships though. All right. All right. So I think we done put everything in that I need to put in. I already updated that. Lost colonies. I own that. Ooh, I gotta download that, update that. It's gonna go to homes. Yeah, that's gonna go to homes. So. Yeah, I have paid some money for some mods, man. And again, this is the sandbox. It's according to how you want to play. I got some counterparts, man. All they want to do is shipbuilding, man. They don't really play the game. They just build ships. That's all they do is build ships. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's no right or wrong way to play Starfield. Just so you know, it's based on how you want to play, and there's no right or wrong way. This is a sandbox. So please don't complain. You're not supposed to complain, because then when you complain, that's a telltale sign that you really don't know what Starfield is. You really don't know what it is. You're just a complainer. Oh boy. All right, here we go. Man, I'm gonna make me some Cajun boiled peanuts. I've been thinking about Cajun boiled peanuts all week. I gotta go find me some. All right, my McLaren outfitters, yes. I had installed this before, and I was looking for it. It is a paid mod. And it's apparel, so I'm gonna put this up under my vigilance. Huge mod. Any clothing is a huge mod. So any clothes, you gotta be careful. So any clothes you're gonna put on, if you kind of gotta decide how you want to play it. Oh, it don't stop. It don't stop loading. Man, don't crash. I know I'm gonna build with 13 gigs. But whatever clothes that you decide that you want to add, like space suits, because I think when I didn't know any better, man, I went in and started adding, a lot of exoskeletons, a lot of different clothing where, man, those gigs added up, man. So clothing is clothing is going to be your largest mods. So you got to watch that. And this is one of the mods that I counted for being up to close to my 15 gigs. That I'm not going to go with 15. But when you look down at the bookmarks here, the bottom right, you can see how many people bookmarked it because they're checking it out. They could have installed it. That's a good sign. I had it installed before, but when I did another rebuild, I didn't add it back again. I was in Atlanta looking for it. Like, man, where's my McLaren's outfitters? Like, oh wow, I didn't even install it. So I was like, okay, my next rebuild, I'll install it. You see how huge this thing is? It's like almost one freaking gig. I don't want it to crash. All right, so we're gonna take a second. We're gonna let it load. I'm gonna go grab me something to drink real quick because it's taking forever. But I'll be right back, man. If you hadn't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. Appreciate you. All right, soon as I all right, so it did load. So what we're gonna go? We're gonna go. We're gonna put it up. We're gonna put McLaren's Outfitters right up under Vigilance. Okay. Appreciate you, man, for holding for me. Although I hate starting new games, I just kind of like to the win when there's some updates that it's a lot of updates that I gotta do. I gotta go through my very long video. Um, but if you're into load order, you look into mods and load order, you'll find it interesting or whatever. Oh, I'm still at the bottom. This is supposed to be at where my ships are, so that's not a good thing. Whoa. I thought I moved it. Reorder. Was it just me? So sometimes these mod load orders are fallback to. Okay. We're gonna archive it, save it. Now let's go back down to the bottom and see if it fell to the bottom. Sometimes it does that. If it's a ship mod, as long as it's under ship vendor framework, you should be good. But typically, my color filter is typically supposed to be if you use that mod. I like it, makes the game pretty. I'll show it to you. If you don't have it, you do want to add that mod. It makes your game looks really well. Let's see if it fall back down to the bottom. If it did, I'm not going to try to move it back up to the top. If I crash, I may have to come back and disable it, but we'll see what's popping. Oh, my controller went up. All right. I forgot, man, my controller was going dead, but it's all good. I got another one. There we go. Yep, it fell back to the bottom. All right. That's not good. Um, and my color filter is supposed to be. Ooh. Right here. So this is not good. Now I put all of these in place. So when I do restart the game, if I because they are falling to the bottom of the load order. We'll see what happens when I start a new game. If I get errors or I crash when I start a new game, I'll come out. I'm going to disable those. Unfortunately. So if that does happen to you, where you put a mod in a certain category in order and it falls to the bottom, that's not a good sign. It could cause your system to crash. So, and if you do crash once you start your new game, you just need to go and you need to disable that mod. All right, Materials, aerospace. Um, yeah, because I don't build ships, but some of the core, the default pieces that come with this mod. This is a huge mod. It's probably the best ship mod on the game. um, yeah, yeah. Because when you install materials, like when you upgrade your ships, it has everything. Like this is God status type mod, and it's a free mod. It's not a paid mod, I don't think. Because I was putting them in. I couldn't remember if I paid for it, but I don't think it's a paid mod. I started when he was version 5, I think. But this is going to be ships. I'm going to put this at ships. And hopefully when this is installed, it doesn't fall to the bottom. All right. So we're going to take this to ships. And I hope it stays in place. If not, yeah. Let's see if it stayed in place. I may have to restart this. I don't want to break the live, so let's see what happens. We're gonna keep going. This is all a part of mod building, right? So, you know, at least you're getting to kind of see these are the common things. And if you do take the time to go through this entire video, there's some tips and tricks that you're not gonna get on how things work. All right, so it's not there. All right, so that's a good thing. All right, so let's go back to I gotta update this. This is gonna be quest. Well, POI, excuse me. Dungeons of POIs. Alright, so we're gonna put this up on POIs. I do have a tag for that. Ooh. It is not there. Yeah, I think I may get some crashes. And I may have to disable some mods, but that's alright. We're gonna keep rolling. At least I'm gonna give y'all the satisfaction of once I install everything, we are gonna try to start a new game. Cause you've been sitting here and you wanna know if did I crash or did it, you know, cause I wanna know like, did he make it? Let's see. My POIs. Okay. Tabs. This is gonna be ships. Oh. You gotta do material cockpits. So I didn't install that. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is let's go back to my library. Everything that needed to be updated. And when I tried to install this, it was crashing on me. But we're gonna try it again. I like faction play. It adds other factions. You know, the vanilla game is boring as hell. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000 with you. So, you want to add some other factions in there. It's gonna increase your the quality of your gameplay. More encounters. Um, I'm hoping that they maybe updated this because I wanted to play Project Viper, and we're gonna put this right up on the Vigilance. Maybe I have. I mean, I tried to put it in a different place, but let's see. I think before I put it in a quest, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on apparel on the first tag. Maybe that may make a difference. Because you do get some outfits or whatever. So let's see what's popping with it. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start a new game. And we're gonna see what happens. If it crashes. And then we're gonna disable everything at the bottom. Let's see if it let us through. Some things at the bottom that I did want, like my McLaren's outfitters. Yeah, Project Covenant. We're gonna put this on the apparel. So let's go to. We're gonna put this on the Vigilance. Save it. Let's see what it does. Did it save? Yep. Let's go to the bottom. Let's see what it does. We're at 14.57. I said I want to do on the 15, so pretty much that's everything. I got everything in here that I wanted to get in. I accounted for, up to 15 gigs. I'm at 14.57. So we're on schedule, but let's see if it's going to start us a new game. And if it starts a new game, that's going to be the end of this live. I hope you actually got something out of this, but we're going to see if we're going to crash or we're going to be able to start a new game. All right. So if I do crash, I am going to come back before I end the live, and I'm going to disable these 4 mods. They're not supposed to be at the bottom, but sometimes they fall to the bottom. But the game loads okay. We're good. If I crash for any reason during the game, I'll probably come back and I'll start disabling these 4. Because sometimes you start in the gameplay, you get on your ship and you go into a mission and the game just crashed. And I come and I disable these. All right, so let's go back and let's get out of here. Let's see. All right. Left side of the screen is going to grayed out. Right side of the star is going to get darker. And as it comes back to the light, creation is going to black out or gray out. And then we're going to go ahead and start a new game once we actually reset. We're waiting for it. We're waiting. We're waiting for it. We're waiting. All right, gray it out. Let's see what's popping. Here we go. Coming around the mountain when he comes. I'm gonna reset. Let's quit it. Going back to Starfield, and then we're gonna do new game. And if it works, it's gonna take us to the cave. It's gonna actually do. I want to start a new game. Once it kind of configures everything. If it crashes, we got to go back to crashing. We got to disable some mods, the ones that fell to the bottom. And typically, when you disable those, it'll start fine. But it could start fine now. But we're gonna find out. So. We're gonna start a new game. And depending on how many mods you install, it actually determines how many saves slots you get. So my last mod build, I had 27 save slots. So shoot, I added some big mods. It might only give me 18 or 16 slots. So the more mods that you add is going to decrease your save slots because it's saving more information. You know, you notice when you load the vanilla game and you save, you get close to, man, like 80 slots for saves. But the more mods that you add, the less save slots you get. So that's another tip. FYI. Because if you've been looking at your saves, you're like, man, before I had like 50 save slots. Now it's on 20. Something wrong with the game? No, you just got a lot of mods on there. It's having to save a lot of information. So I had to figure that out as well. Nobody told me that. And I don't think I'm gonna have 27. I may have 15. Which means you got to save quite manual. You have to do manual saves a lot more than you normally would, probably. But I mean, it's whatever. Let's see what's popping. Okay, so it's actually we want to start a new game. We're going to say yes. Now, if it works, it's going to pull us up in the mine. We're going to get a prologue, a prologue, prologue. I was going down the elevator in the mine. If it worked, you get some type messaging across the screen. In a few, we're going to see if it worked. And I just play it through till we get to Barrett. We'll do the mines. We'll grab the artifact. Oh, that's a good sign. Yeah, it took. All right. I'm not gonna put y'all through that. So far, it's working. You hear it making those sounds. That's the prologue coming. It's putting in all the mods. All right, so we're gonna stop it right. I'm gonna stop the live right here. Thank you for checking out Vigilance. Yep, that's
Seals
good.
are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly.
And now that
Listen to me. Mining's just like any
installed a
other
lot
job.
of things.
Go steady. Go safe. Go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally.
We're not gonna
It's just
restart
like,
for a time.
Yeah, I work in the Star Dock, except with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
Ah, you're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid.
Make sure you like and
Well,
subscribe.
let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah,